You're listening to Valerie from Lifewise, and I'd like to talk to you about understanding low-risk drinking limits. If this is your first time with us, then thanks for coming. Now, low-risk drinking is measured using standard drinks. You can see from above how quickly the standard drinks mount up. Drinking a bottle of wine from the off-licence is 8 standard drinks. Even a small bottle of wine you buy in the pub is 2 standard drinks. And a naggin of vodka contains more than 6 standard drinks. So it's really important to know how many standard drinks are in your tipple of choice. You'll be even more shocked when you hear the weekly recommended low risk limits, which for us ladies are less than 11 standard drinks per week, with 2 alcohol-free days, and no binge drinking. Binge drinking is defined as 6 or more standard drinks in one session. So that bottle of wine you drank by yourself last night was binge drinking. So 3 or more pints of beer or 6 or more pub measures of spirits is binge drinking. So it is actually really easy to go over the low risk drinking limits. Now, if you have a physical health care problem, for example, you may have high cholesterol, or you're on medication, or you're prone to depression, these limits could be even lower. Now, you're probably saying, sure Valerie, isn't everybody abusing alcohol at that rate? And yes, you're absolutely right. A massive 1.5 million Irish people abuse alcohol. And we see these results in our hospitals. The HSE state that every single night, 1,500 of our 11,000 hospital beds are occupied by people with an alcohol-related illness. Now, we hear a lot about road accidents killing people, with about 14 people being killed each month. But we just don't hear the same publicity about the 88 people killed each month by alcohol, like I nearly was. Mad, isn't it? It is becoming increasingly common for young mothers to drink while their children are around, and it's partly due to advertising campaigns normalising alcohol time as any time, any place, anywhere. So these limits may seem to have been set by killjoy overcautious doctors, but they are based on international research. And because we're ignoring them, we're seeing the results with about 88 Irish people dying every month from alcohol abuse, compared to 14 people a month from road accidents.
I'm Orla Crosby. I'm a consultant hepatologist at Cork University Hospital. As a hepatologist, I have noticed that in the last decade, I certainly am seeing patients coming to me a lot younger with alcohol liver problems. And also particularly there is a huge increase in the amount of females presenting with liver disease. I recently looked at my own practice in Cork, and of the patients with cirrhosis due to alcohol, almost 40% of those were female, and this certainly isn't something we would have seen 10-20 years ago. It's tragic really sometimes to see young females with very significant health issues due to alcohol, and of course unfortunately seeing some of these die. And some of these young females have left behind husbands, young children, and it's very difficult to deal with that aspect of the illness. Also too, of course, people with alcoholic liver disease often have other problems. They often have other medical problems, other social issues. So we do need to change our attitude towards alcohol to try and reverse this situation and to have a healthier relationship with alcohol in Ireland.
And it's not just about people being killed. As you can see from this picture, high-risk drinking can lead to a lot of health problems. Have you experienced any of these effects? So look, I don't mean to upset you. After all, you've already taken action to make sure you're not one of Dr. Crosby's patients. The good news here is as soon as you start reducing your drinking, you will start reducing the risks. And when you follow the full Lifewise program, you'll be successful in reducing your drinking to low-risk drinking limits while living well and being happy. You've now completed understanding low-risk drinking limits. So we hope you found this helpful. If you would like more information, all of our social media and contact details can be found on our website www.alifewise.ie. Thanks so much for listening, and bye for now.